Okay. Hello everybody. It is I, Killums, um, 1/4, and hopefully by next time you see us go live on Twitch, it'll be 1/5 of the TUS podcast. I just want to come on here to say I do apologize. The season finale was in November, but I've been really busy on some projects for some editing for some people. And I had a whole birthday thing going on and just getting stuff together with life. So I'm sorry for the season finale being so late, but hopefully y'all will still enjoy the podcast, the video. I have I want to announce some things, but it will be at the end of the video. So if you watch through whole video to the end, then you will see the announcement that the small, really small announcement that I have. So please enjoy the video. Thank you so much. But yeah, welcome in everybody. How's everybody doing today? It is the interlude part 2.
We've been interluding for like the past month.
Yeah, this is
True.
That's fine.
We almost had a guest. Some things happened, but we ain't gonna talk about it. 3 things happened for the reason why we didn't have a guest. One of the guests that she unfound wasn't able to do it this week, so it was gonna be next week. But I decided to we could just wait till next season to do it. Bring in the other guest. The second reason, I was gonna try to find a mod, but the thing is, most of the mods that I know that only strictly mod don't either don't have a camera or are going to be busy today to mod, so I didn't want to bother them. And the third reason is the other person that we was going to have was not able to do the podcast today, so we're doing an interlude. Now, would this be the final season, which we're going to end off on an interlude? Yes, this is the final season. This is the final episode.
There you go.
Of the season.
You made it sound like we was retired or something.
My bad.
Finale.
This is the season. This is the season finale. YouTube.
Yeah.
Now, people on Twitch, this is not the final time. But will we be here every week? I don't know. I guess it really depends.
No, he lied. This season finale.
Look, season finale doesn't mean that you stop seasoning your food after this, man.
He's not wrong.
I mean, that's
wrong.
true.
He's not wrong. Let's just put it like this.
No.
We would discuss beforehand if we're gonna do it this week. If not, then we're not going to. So it might be, we might stream next week. We might not. You just have to be here. Well, if you're part of the Discord, we'll keep you updated there. How about that? We'll do it like that. We'll keep you updated there. So make sure you join the Discord. If one of the lovely mods will put in exclamation Discord to, so you can join the Discord. So yeah. How my people's doing? How y'all feeling? What's going on? What y'all been up to?
Good out here. How you doing?
I quit my job.
Huh?
Did you?
Again?
Okay.
Again, hold up.
Again, it's crazy.
She said, yeah, right. You said
I mean, you quit the other one because you weren't fucking with it. So this one you're not fucking with either. So that's why I said again. Maybe that sounded really kind of assholeish of me. Sorry.
It depends. It depends on which one. Nah, I think you're the job.
That's why. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Do you quit your most recent job?
The most recent one.
Yeah.
Okay. Please explain. What happened was.
Let me get my poppy tarts.
Man, that's crazy. What happened was I ain't got enough time in the day to do what I want to do. Still fuck with y'all.
So that struggle is real.
So I live in a prime location to do Lyft. Right? I can make my own schedule. I live in a really good location. I live like 5 minutes away from the airport. Like literally, I see you turning me up. Literally. Okay, never mind. Literally, I can go downtown, pick up somebody from the bar, take them to a hotel, and then from that hotel, I can go to the airport. And then after I hit that airport one time, it's nothing but airport rides, and it's always over like $20.
Always, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So
I
live
fucks with that.
prime location. You know what I'm saying? I know how much money I have to make within a week, so I can still pay my bills and shit, and still have money to spend on frivolous, non-frivolous bullshit like music and sound packs.
If you can do that, do it, because that's what I did for a long time. My car's too old to do it now, so when I get my new car, I'll probably do that again.
That's
but
what
like,
I want to do when I get.
Yeah, if you can make like a solid, I say between like 100, maybe to 150 a day, give or take, you're set. At 15, $20 a ride, you're set. You don't really have to worry about it.
I mean, because
if you live in that kind of area,
that's what I kind of do right now. Because y'all hear me say this shit all the time. I'm always doing DoorDash, so I be doing DoorDash in my area. And
yo, DoorDash pays by the hour now.
They do pay by the hour now. Yeah, they do.
They pay by the hour now.
But the only reason I don't do by the hour because I don't do it for that long. I usually do like DoorDash for like 4 hours, and with them 4 hours, because I do it like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and with them 4 hours, I can make like 150 a week. But I don't have bills, so 150 a week is really not that is decent for me. So y'all understand? Yeah, for the people who are new here, we are we are TUS. Take us seriously. The most professional, unprofessional people on this motherfucking platform. This leads to somewhere. The reason I say that is, anybody got any topics? Cause I ain't prepared. Cause we never prepared.
Not you not being prepared.
Nick,
So
you acting like this is brand new. Everybody who's been here know this is not brand new. This is not brand new.
I want to bring this up.
Oh, what we're bringing up? What we getting into?
Let's get it.
So there is this. It's again with Breakfast Club again. Okay. I know there's some people that are not too fond of Mr. Charlemagne the God.
Who?
Charlemagne the God.
Oh yeah.
I was just being extra.
That's okay.
So one of my community members posted something about a group of ladies made a list of places men shouldn't take them on the first date.
Oh hell. Oh hell.
Oh no.
Oh hell. Oh hell.
I want this one.
I saw this list earlier on Facebook.
I'm not even talking about the list. I'm talking about something completely different about that lady at in this damn Cheesecake Factory. That shit. That's why I said that.
Bro.
So
what was it? The 40 oysters? The 40 oyster lady? 48 oysters.
So with that, that was just promo.
Oh, that's so good.
That was just promo. I will say that she was just promoting the actual restaurant because I wish a motherfucker would. Like, we already went over the fact of saying in the beginning when we did the podcast, like, I don't mind paying for it. I don't mind paying for the meal. I really don't. Okay. Because I'm at a point where it's like, if you ask me out on a date, I've had moments where like the dudes is just like, damn, like I wasn't, then why would you take me to this place? You know what I mean? Like if you were gonna take me to some, but like I always been like the type to just be like, no, I get it, it's fine, it's cool. And then some people like would probably be like, okay, it's not a date because you actually paid for your stuff. Or it's just like it's fine, it's okay. Like if you ain't got it, then I'll get it. It's fine. This is why I got my minis. But anyways, long story short, I do have the screenshot of this. Let me see if I can just pull it up. Let me just pull it up because it was hilarious. Because the girl was going back and forth, and Charlemagne is just like, so y'all don't want to like go on these dates? And she was just explaining like nobody wants to go. What she was saying for her, like no one wants to go to Cheesecake Factory. Like the cheesecake's not good. I personally have never been to Cheesecake Factory. We have several of them. There's one up the street. I'm just not a fan of cheesecake unless it's like a homemade cheesecake, like a really good homemade cheesecake. Then maybe I'll fuck with it. But I just think it's just overly hyped. But let me go ahead and pull this up.
So while you're doing that, I would like to preface this on two things. One, there's nothing wrong with Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory slaps. There's more to Cheesecake Factory than just cheesecake.
Mm-hmm. There is.
2, if someone is taking you on a date, if you agree to go on the date, if your concern as a whole is more about where they took you than getting to know that person, with the exception of a few things, stay your ass home.
Please.
I don't care who gets offended by that. Don't reach for my fucking wallet on the first date. You're supposed to be trying to get to know me. I don't give a fuck if it's coffee. If you are not interested in getting to know me, stay your ass home. Let me take somebody else out. Second thing I wanted to preface. This was more towards the 48 Oysters chick. If a motherfucker asks you out for drinks, go and fucking order drinks. Like, if you go and you order like $100 worth of fucking like Chardonnay and expensive drinks, okay, he probably should have specified. But stick to drinks. Because I don't want to see nobody in this comment section complaining about her getting left at that table when she fucking ate 1/3 of the ocean and getting invited out for drinks. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, bro. Now, proceed with your list, if you would, the lovely Kay.
Yeah, we'll do. So this is something what one of my members in my Discord sent to me. He was asking me like, have you seen the list? And I was like, what list are you talking about? And he was like, the list of like all the places that women do not, like men shouldn't take them on the first date. And I was like, oh, you know what? I heard of this list. I actually heard it on the Breakfast Club. And Charlemagne, even Tutan, you made a great point here. Charlemagne, obviously, he makes these jokes, but he was just like, why are you digging in their pockets, though? So it makes it seem like that you're more interested in their pockets than the actual person themselves. Because if you're just interested in where they're taking you and not interested in the person, then what's the purpose of actually going on a date with them? So this lady, put this on here and she says, and this is why some men don't even try. Let popular culture poison your mind if you want to. You'll be old and alone. I was called a pick-me because I said I really don't care where a man takes me if I'm really feeling him. Hell, we can go for a hike, go for ice cream, or just get drinks, which I've done many times. The men subconsciously took me on really nice dates afterwards. I wish I could say these were the younger generations is spewing this foolishness, but can I speak? Sadly, the older women are pushing this narrative as well. So before I get into this list, I'm a kid at heart. Tutan already knows, like, I just be eating like a toddler because I really do like snacks. Even going to the grocery store and cooking a dinner is fun to me. If you want to be like, hey, you want to go on a date, something like that. If we're to a point that we're, going to each other's houses, how about we cook? Going to the grocery store and picking out our dinner and then going back to the house to cook is so sexy to me. That is an enjoyable date to me because now we're communicating. What do you want? Okay, what are you feeling? This, that, and the third. Going on ice cream, my last partner, I asked him to go to Dairy Queen. That was our date. That was our very first date, and it was fucking amazing. It was adorable. I loved it. Like, it's just like, if you're feeling a person, it really doesn't matter. I mean, to a certain extent, but it really doesn't matter where you're going. We can go on a hike. We can go to the park. We can go to the pool. We can do all that. Like, I don't understand why a lot of women take these certain places out, because it's like, so what do you want him to do? Do you want him to take you shopping? Do you want him to take you on a plane ride? Like, now it just seems like you're just focusing on what's in his pocket. So the list, there's 24 here.
Hold on, I wanted to say, before you get onto this list, because I know you was about to scroll down. I didn't want to interrupt you. My bad. You was on.
No, you're good. You're good.
There are 2 places on this list, if it's the same list I think it is, and it looks like it is, that are absolutely acceptable in terms of first date. One, that is Netflix and chill, Hulu, etc., and your house. I feel like those are perfectly acceptable things to exclude on first dates. I feel like that's fair. Yeah. The rest of this list goes straight to hell. Since y'all know my stance on this already, I'm gonna let everybody else do their thing. Okay. I'm gonna let Kay finish what she's saying.
Go ahead, Kay. Go ahead, Kay.
Okay, so the very, very first one was Cheesecake Factory. Again, I personally have never been to Cheesecake Factory. I have done deliveries and went in there and be like, this shit fancy as fuck. it's fancy in here. That's just me, you know? So I was like, okay, well, I guess, whatever. Applebee's, I don't give a fuck. Applebee's got them dollar drinks.
Right.
You trying to get lit? Let's get it. Let's get a little, appetizer, get lit on some dollar drinks. I'm cool with Chili's. Chili's is hit and miss. I've never had anyone take me to Chili's. Chipotle, I've had multiple times where my previous ex, we would do like Tuesday Chipotle days, and that would be our little date after work. The movies, that's an intimate setting. That's a super intimate setting. So it's like, you don't want to just, I don't know if it's the fact that it's too quiet. Maybe you feel a little uncomfortable. Like, I'm trying to understand this list because the movies is super romantic depending on where you're, like, what are you watching.
In my opinion, I feel like the movies, I kind of understand the movies thing because, like, yeah, like you say, it's the movies is a intimacy thing, is romantic, but for the first dates are usually trying to get the feel of somebody. You can't get the feel of somebody by watching a movie because y'all not talking. Y'all are just sitting there watching something.
That's true. But typically with all the dates that I've been on that has involved a movie, we went to dinner first. So we're already talking.
Or at least afterwards.
Fair
exactly.
enough.
Because that's typically the movie is like either like in the middle or it's probably towards the end of the actual date. So we're already at that kind of talking stage of like, okay, so what are we going to see? Oh, we're going to see this movie. Okay, this, that, and the third. Cool. Are you hungry? Well, let's go get some dinner. Let's go, get a dessert or something like that. Something that, opens that up a little bit more. I mean, I've done
you on that.
I've done these things before.
That makes sense.
Any fast food chain, unless I'm super high or super drunk, I don't fucking like.
I mean, think about it though. Like, I don't know what it is with people and like this weird thing of dating these days. People act as though you're not talking to the person before y'all go out. You don't go to the mall, grab a phone number, and then don't say shit to the person until the day y'all go out. Y'all talk in between there. So again, movies totally acceptable, especially if you have similar tastes. Because if he's gonna take you to a movie, as an example, chances are he's gonna have talked to you to know that it's gonna be a movie you would both want to see. Yeah, there are some exceptions to that rule, but chances are he's gonna take you to a movie that you both are gonna typically want to see, which is gonna give you something else to talk about. If you guys are a funny couple, y'all gonna make jokes at the whatever movie y'all went to see. If y'all like horror movies, y'all can say how good or how bad it is. You know what I'm saying? Based on acting. I know a lot of people who love horror movies, and they will laugh at horror movies depending on how cheesily it was made. There's always conversation before a movie happens. So I can't take movies off that list.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I definitely can't, because movies, it's like, I don't think they had concerts, but it's like nightclubs type ordeals. But like movies for me, like I love movies. I love movies. Even like Charlamagne the guy was like, y'all don't even want to go to concerts. Y'all don't even want to go to a sporting event, because there was another list that said sporting event. So he was like, so if I got front, courtside tickets, you wouldn't want to go to the sporting event?
That's crazy. Because I can see a sporting event, like go watch like somebody like your one like our favorite football team or basketball team or whatever, and we could just talk about sports if you into sport. I mean, obviously you into sports if you go into the like game or stuff with you. Because if you didn't want to, like, if you wasn't into sports, you wouldn't want to go on it on first date. So,
because again, this is that time that you're actually getting to know people. But I feel like nowadays, when people are dating, it's more like, you want to go on a date? Okay, cool. And then it's like there's not really too much conversation until the day of the date.
Until you see where you're going.
Even an arcade.
Exactly.
I would love to take somebody on an arcade.
Someone said bowling. Who doesn't want to go bowling on a first date?
Right.
Some competition on the first date? Come on, that's establishing some shit right there. Like that's
competitive as fuck. That shit sounds awesome. Like
what blows my mind is like the concert tickets. Like, do y'all have any idea how expensive concert tickets are? Just in general.
Especially it would depend on where y'all sitting at. Especially where y'all sitting at.
God forbid it's an up tier like Beyonce concert or something.
Oh hell no.
But like bruh, go ahead.
And like you already know, Because you guys are you're talking. You're talking. Wait, hold on, Zion. If you're talking, I can't hear you, sir.
Can you not hear me?
I can
No,
hear
you're
you.
very
Well,
very
you're
coming in a
low.
little,
You're
like,
low
you're coming
now.
a
You're
little
very
low, yeah.
low.
How about now? I fixed it.
There we
That's
go.
better. That's better.
All right. All of these all these food places, no lie, I gotta know how you eat. Honestly,
I feel like they
'Cause-
just eat caviar.
because
They
I
eat
cook.
caviar and
You know what I'm
scallops.
saying? So if I cook, I gotta know that you're gonna eat what I cook.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't look. I grew up around a lot of women. Granted, they were all part of the family, but I have witnessed one of my cousins. We went out to eat. She literally took like 3 bites of her food and was just like, "I'm done."
What? Listen, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you though. I would prefer that over me taking you to a restaurant and you running up $200 to $300 worth of fucking food.
That's so disrespectful.
Trying to take home like a 4-course meal to your roommate or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, that shit, yeah. Oh, hell no. But yeah, all these food places, I gotta know how you eat, first of all. Coffee date, ice cream date, any date like that, that's like an intimacy date. That's like you're actually trying to get to know me type of date. Movie night, the movie night, I see it in a different way, right? Movie night is like, that can be fun, right? So like, you can plan that out as like a whole thing, right? So she comes over, you guys make homemade popcorn, not the shit in the bag, homemade popcorn. All right. You know what? Fuck it. You want to make cracker? Was it Cracker
Jacks?
Cracker
Yeah.
Jacks.
Cracker Jacks.
All right. So we get some caramel, some peanuts. You know what I'm saying? Just mix it all up. Make that shit homemade,
That shit's so
and
much
then
fun.
watch the movie.
It's so much fun.
But you gotta think about it from this thing. It's on the premise of first date. So
Yeah.
like, I did take houses out of first date, any kind of Netflix and chill movie thing. Like if y'all happen to hit it off that way, because some people do, then that's fine. But most of my first dates are not at either person's house, and I think that's fair.
I ain't gonna cap. My first date was watching anime.
See, I'm just saying that, and that's okay in some cases. But like, I would say for standard dating, just for like your everyday, like going out meeting someone somewhere, like if you don't have time in with that person, I think saying that their house off limits is reasonable. So I would have to 86 cooking for you, or doing like homemade popcorn on the first date only. Second date's a different story.
But here's the thing, though. Out of all the places that are on here, and I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but Walmart is not on this list.
What?
That's crazy. Target's not on this list either.
Target's
not on this list.
Walmart,
Wait,
Target.
Wait. I get what you said, but
You see what he's saying,
those,
though?
I see what he's saying, but those are usually like established relationship type dates. That's different. That's not. Who go to Walmart and Target on the first date?
Yeah, I don't see nobody going to Target on the first
Listen,
date.
can I bring this up?
South?
Can I bring this up?
I live in the South. I know. I get what you said, but that's not a first date thing.
That is a first date.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Now,
I
what
don't
he
think
said,
that's
it's
what?
not a first date thing. Now, obviously, there's a lot of people that will literally bring you over to their house, or they'll be like, "Come over, let's," because they're feeling that vibe. They're feeling that vibe.
Yeah.
So
for
if
sure.
you like,
that's
it's
different.
more like, okay, so yeah. So let's say they're going to a restaurant or whatever, or they go to the movies. All right, cool. Hey, like I'm really feeling you, this, that, and the third. Like you wanna like come over and just chill, play a game or something like that. Yeah, that's cool. How about if we stop at Walmart and Target, get some snacks, bring it over, this, that, and the third. That's still considered as like a first date because it's continuing on.
I guess what you
to
can,
that.
I guess
You know what I mean?
Technically, you can kind of count that. I'm thinking like we meet up and we literally spend 3 hours in Target fucking around in the aisles or something. You know what I'm saying? Buying shit for the house.
But
like that's what I see as like. I wouldn't do that on the first date.
See, the only way that would happen, it depends on how long y'all been texting or calling each other at that point.
Right.
Because
I'm taking this from
I'm thinking more of like you met the girl or the dude one day, and then y'all only talked for like a week, and then y'all went on a date. That's what I was thinking. But if y'all talking like
a brand new person,
so not a brand new person. Okay. No, I get that.
This is the first date that you've ever been on with this person. Like, hey, you want to go on a date? Yeah, sure. All right, cool. I'll pick you up next Saturday at 4 p.m. All right, cool. pick the person up, and you go to Walmart.
Yeah, see, I don't see that happening on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's not on a regular basis. That depends
South.
on how long y'all been talking in the first beginning.
It's a thing. In
Wait,
the
first
South,
you're not
I'm
telling me where
you.
we're going?
No.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait.
That's definitely not a normal thing.
Surprise factor.
No,
but I would tell you. I would tell
no.
you though. No cap. No cap.
The
I would
only
tell you.
way I would do a
But no.
surprise if I'm like, I got a surprise for you, and it's like dinner. Like the only way I would surprise you is like, oh, I'm taking you to dinner and stuff like that. But I'm not telling you exactly where we're going to eat. I'm gonna surprise you to eat. That's different.
You're still giving me that idea
Yes.
that okay, we're going out to eat. But if you're
Yes.
saying I have a surprise for you, now Lifetime is in my head.
Uh-huh.
And I don't want to go on a date.
I'm gonna give you a premise of what we're doing, but not fully.
And then we go to Sam's
But
Club
at
and
least
go
you
to the
have an
food court.
idea.
Yeah.
She's not gonna be creeped out and be like, hey, I'm gonna pick you up at 7:30. Where we going? It's a surprise.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not doing that though.
Family, I don't want to. Now, I will say, out of all of these,
we're going on a coin date.
family function. How do y'all? First of all, a buffet would be fun as fuck to me because I'm
Buffet would be fun.
I would just like to see how
I
Zion said. How do you eat?
I want to see how much of a fat ass you are.
Are
you on my level, fat ass?
So
family functions.
I didn't mean to. I just kind of put them together. But like the previous guy that I was with, the very first date was actually the Dairy Queen date where I asked him out. But like the second date was like meeting his parents. But like I met like his parents and his sister because his sister came to town and we went on this whole like little it was a Korean barbecue place and it was family style, and at first I was very, very awkward because I'm literally meeting your parents for the first time and we've been dating for like a week. So it was cool. Yeah. And then like the following week it was like his whole family. So I'm like, okay, but granted this is not a first date. It's not a first date. Like we're 2 weeks in, but it's still like I don't know about the first date is unless it's like an accident. Nope, it wouldn't be accidental. It would not be accidental.
You don't do that.
You would not
unless
be
your
accidental.
Unless your family is known for popping the fuck up at your house and throwing parties, not really.
The only time
family is a third date thing. Like this is me meeting family or getting you to meet my family is me calling this official.
The only way it could be accidental if you live with your parents and then they come over like on the second time of y'all meeting. That's the only time it will be accidental because your mom, your dad, or whatever is there, and you be like, and you don't want to be rude, especially in the Southern household. You gotta introduce because ain't no fucking way. But
you also gotta think though, like not that many people like in today and age. Especially if you're on the guy side, most guys outside of high school aren't getting that far in the dating world living with their parents. It happens, yes.
Yeah.
It does happen. But we're talking like generally speaking. Most girls won't even look at a dude if he lives with his parents.
That was another thing that they were talking about as well too.
Yes.
That was another thing they were talking about.
That's why I said I wanted this topic. Oh yeah, I got so much shit to look.
Yeah, so like okay, so the guy that I'm like kind of, talking to, not kind of, I'm talking to him. He was not too fucking much, please.
Nah, blushing. I'm proud of you, Kate. Look,
he had her new man.
Look, I'm always excited. I'm always excited for people to like be talking or to somebody, getting shit going.
But you know how I am with emotions
cherry
and
chocolate
stuff.
over there.
You saw me yesterday with my fucking emotions.
Yeah,
God
started crying and shit.
That shit was. Oh, I thought I was gonna really give you guys an ugly cry last night. But no, like he was saying, like if we were kicking it and stuff like that, and then I didn't want to cook or whatever, and then we just wake up and just go to Denny's or something, and I'd be like, I'd be cool. There's like I have the buffet Denny's. There's nothing for me. There's nothing wrong with it. It's I'm focused on the person that I'm with. I truly am focused on the person that I'm with. So like again, looking at these lists, like ice cream dates, that's fun to me. Church, I don't know. You
say church?
Church is on here.
Church is a given.
That's
but like,
that's for the real religious people.
Yeah.
But I mean, I haven't gotten to that point because I'm Like, I'm religious, but I'm not. I don't think I would ever consider that as being a first date. You know what I
don't think
mean?
church is a date.
Fair, because I mean, listen, I'm gonna be honest. I don't go to
Because
church now,
that's
so I don't
just
see myself taking nobody to church.
that's okay.
To
And
be
that's
honest,
fine.
that
you know?
that falls under the category of family, because if you really go to church like a lot, that falls under the family thing, because that's a whole nother level. Like, that's meeting your second family almost.
I ain't gonna care.
That's true.
If
true.
if I'm
and
taking
church
you to
people
church,
be.
if I'm taking you to church as a first date, I'm smashing. I don't give a fuck. I'm
Wait,
just saying.
Sai, what the fuck?
I've done that too. Lord Father, please forgive me.
I'm
Lord
just
Father,
saying,
please forgive
listen,
me.
I know it's
Wait,
the day
what?
of the Lord, Sky Dad, I beg their forgiveness, you know what I'm saying? But like, listen,
Oh my god.
I don't know what
It
it
has
is, but that's the
happened.
best time. It's
it
definitely
has happened.
You know
It's
what I'm
happened.
saying?
I've done it
Y'all are
too.
hilarious. What
I've
the
done it
fuck?
too. I've done it too.
Get baptized and
Please,
getting
Lord,
wet.
forgive
Yo, that's
me.
crazy. Listen,
Listen,
Hey,
I say
especially
forgive me
because
numerous
listen, look,
times.
it's the church girls that are like that. And fuck around and
Not
praise
too
the Lord
fucking
twice
much.
in the same day.
Look,
Like-
look.
they be doing the call to worship, right? And all you hear in the
Right.
back is just,
Not too fucking much.
and I'm just like,
Thanks.
yeah, that was me. My bad. Not
praise
really.
the Lord twice.
Can I get an amen, kitten? Amen, kitten. Amen.
And the Lord
Amen.
had taketh away.
And the Lord take it away.
I think the gym would be fun, but I don't know. I ain't trying to work out in front of you and get off.
Now, hear
Ooh,
me
that
out,
actually
though.
could be kind of hot. That would be kind of hot now.
I would say, hear me out though. I've done gym dates. I've done. I wish Fluff was here. Fluff would have backed me up on this. The chick I was talking to before was a super big gym goer, and y'all know that being active is one of my things. What we did one Saturday is we got up and we just did a gym date. We went out and we found. In fact, we signed up for Vasa. That was in Phoenix when they first opened in Phoenix because we were out doing a gym date. We went, we worked out, and we kind of like jogged around the block, you know what I'm saying? But we were both into working out. Those kind of dates, when you have the similarities, should be fine first dates or dates in general. I don't understand why it's even on that list. Actually, I know why it's on that list, but I want y'all to. I'm gonna go off. I got something to say, but I'm holding this.
He said, I'm holding this.
I do like my swole mates. Listen, I like a girl who's athletic. I like to, or flexible, either or both, whatever.
The only
They totally got
enough.
coffee dates on here twice. That's crazy.
I ain't gonna hold
Bro.
you. The only one that I'm gonna agree with, but it's just me and my bad experience with this damn place is Denny's. Denny's, I have a bad experience with Denny's so many times.
So, Denny's, you know, Waffle House isn't on here. That's crazy.
Waffle House is ain't
Waffle
no
House is
her.
on here?
It's
Waffle
not.
House would be considered as like
A
an
Denny's.
fast food
Okay.
chain.
Yeah.
No,
They
I-
just generalized it.
I have
Yeah.
multiple bad experiences with Denny's, so I would never take a date there. But that's just me though. That's
I
just
will
me.
never take a date to Chili's.
My
Yeah.
food
Every
always
time I go
came
there,
out
my food's
cold. My food always came out cold.
Really?
That's
Did you
Yeah.
tell
me
him
and
this?
Chili's.
Did you tell
That's
him
Send
this?
that shit back.
Yeah, I did.
Right. Because I would definitely say that shit. Excuse me. I'm one of those ones. Excuse me? Yes, hi. This is not what I ordered. This is not what I ordered.
cold.
Or
Take it
this
back.
is too cold. Can you and I swear, because I've worked in restaurants before. I was a waitress, I was a hostess, I was a bartender. I already know, because this is not it. This is no and you wanted a tip? Oh, that's another
Yeah.
question. Now that I'm a good segue, I'm gonna segue into this or segue away
Okay,
from this
wait.
real
If you
quick.
about to segue,
Yeah.
I want to talk. Okay, let me answer your earlier question about this list. The
Cool.
problem with this list is
Mhm.
the unrealistic ass expectations that have been shot out through social media over the last 10 years.
Mhm.
It is no longer about trying to find a man. It is about trying to find a lifestyle that is attached to that man, which is why these dates are unacceptable. Which
Say it
is
again.
why
Can-
people
I would say
want-
repeat
Repeat
that.
that for the people on the
Repeat that
people on the
again.
back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It is no longer about trying to find the man. It is trying to find the lifestyle attached to that man. They want a soft life and they want it to be lavish. And social media has hyped these ladies' heads up. More specifically, a lot of the older generation around like millennials and up, late millennials and up, trying to make a lifestyle that they can have. They want a soft lifestyle, which fair. I understand that. But they have tied it to a specific lifestyle that most people never have and never will get. That is the problem with dating in our society. Now, I'm not going to put it all on women, but I'm telling you this right now. That is a huge, huge part of it. It's a very big part of it. people today do not understand Reaganomics nor social economics, and they put these insane lifestyles and stipulations, especially on men. Like the average woman thinks a man should be making anywhere between 100 to 500K a year.
So what are you
Not
bringing to the
realizing
table?
Exactly.
What is she bringing to the table?
Not realizing that 15% of people make 100K a year or more in this country. Not man or woman, 15% of people. The other 85%, the gap is so big. Like, what is it? It's about 10 or so percent that make 60 to 80,000. Like 14% make 100,000. 70% of this country makes $50,000 a year. That's how big the gaps are. And from 100K to 500K is 0.1%.
As you were saying.
But yeah, no, I know you're about to segue, but that is the problem, at least on that side of dating, where, like I said, it's the whole mark of the beast, 6'6", 6 foot, 6 figures, 6-pack, or 6 inches, and whatever you want to rotate out to.
6 inches.
6 inches.
Yes,
That's average.
Yeah,
that is average.
Actually, it's not. That's above average, in all honesty.
Oh yeah, it is.
It was
It's
average.
like 8 inches above average.
Yeah, like literally, like I think the average is like
5 inches?
4.5, something like
I think
that.
it's 5
Like
inches.
five
It's 5
something.
inches.
Okay.
Because literally, with you going in, we don't really need to take that much. It's literally like.
Are we talking about guys or girls? Because you're talking about
Guys.
the average of
guys.
The average of guys is like 5 something, and
It's
then
5
the average of
inches.
women
That's
is
the
like
average.
6.
There you go. Something like that. It was like I thought it was like 4 or something. Like the canal was like 4.
So I'm the only one who didn't know this information.
Yeah, I took a lot of
It's
humor
okay,
bro.
Same. High five. Two-time high five.
Right here.
I've been learning about anatomy
Titan's
since
not gonna give me a
I was
high
in
five.
3rd
That's
grade.
crazy.
I'm
He
not
gave me a
gonna-
high five.
I gave you a high five. I was like, wait a minute.
Damn.
Get it.
So I'm definitely in there
it's
like
just-
somewhere. Bet.
It's just like this weird attachment to like a lifestyle, and now and again, I'm not gonna put it all on women, but this one is about women. Women, the vast majority of them have gotten to a point where they think that every one of them needs this lifestyle. It's a problem in the dating. It's a big problem. That's why I said that mentality is what creates the dumb shits like the red pill spaces. I'm not gonna name names. You know what I'm saying? I don't need big people trying to come and shit on us, but just know I hate y'all.
He said that with a passion.
He said that shit with his whole fucking chest.
With the utmost disrespect. I fucking hate because y'all take facts and you misrepresent them. That they're true, but you do them in a derogatory way, so they don't get hurt. So you just get famous for being fucking negative.
And this is why we are here. This is why we here.
So they just get famous for being fucking negative, and it pisses me off.
And it's so when Tutan was explaining more so of females looking for a partner that will be able to satisfy their lifestyle, uphold their lifestyle. We also have men that aren't shit, that have this idea of what women should be. There was I'm not gonna post it because it is a little bit kind of, well, first of all, we're black, and second of all, I don't want to put it up there because she is in a bikini, but it was with Angela Simmons, and it was on Instagram, and literally it was a post about her body and how, and I think she looks fucking fantastic, but it was saying like, you guys, I'm not talking about you guys in general, you guys, but the men in society looked at her and was completely grossed out. Now, Angela Simmons has a beautiful body. It's all natural. She has no BBW. She doesn't have any type of breast implants or anything like that. So when she was out on the yacht, her butt, was, because she has kids. So, you know what I'm saying?
Her cheeks were cheeking?
Yeah, her cheeks were cheeking. So they were saying stuff about like, oh, like she looks like she just, let herself go. Like, why is anybody looking at her? Like, why is she even wearing this bikini? And it's just like, there was a comment. It's like, so you guys say when females get BBLs, it's too much. But when you see a natural body, it's too disgusting. So it's like, where's this middle line of what you guys see as an ideal person, ideal woman? Because
Question.
answer.
Oh yeah, I did. Did anybody else have an answer before? I listen. I didn't already ran.
Oh,
once.
my
Anybody else have
answer.
one?
She asked. The question was where does my ideal line stop at or whatever, right?
What is your
okay.
idea of like the ideal woman?
The ideal woman is 100% natural.
That's a beautiful thing.
So fuck what these motherfuckers are talking about. Fuck them.
So yeah, it was just like there's so many people, and women are like this too, because women are very rude and cruel to other women. Like,
for sure.
If you guys take the moment, I mean you don't have to because it is very mentally draining. If you take the moment to literally look at comments about women that are not the ideal size and how they go after other women who are bigger than them, it's disgusting. It is so disgusting that it breaks my heart, because literally there are females that are so like, they're so beautiful inside and out, and then you have these fucking annoying ass pricky cunts. I'm so sorry. It's just that just have so much to say, and it's like, bitch, I honestly like, why are you talking? Why are you talking? Like, why are you fucking talking with your acne face? And then it's like, I go back to it. I'm like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Now you being a whole bitch to this girl, and she ain't even doing nothing to you, but just talking to this girl and being
she
an
got
asshole.
some ass and she looks thin and she's in shape, and I can't listen.
And it's just like, I don't understand it. That's like when I think Kylie Jenner was considered as like the ideal woman of color. I think that was stated maybe a couple ago. They were like comparing her to someone.
Really?
And I was
Kylie
like,
Jenner?
do you know that Kylie Jenner actually has a bunch of work done, right? Like, she's
First of all, hold on. They counted Kylie Jenner as a woman of color?
Yeah, because she is, what is she? What is she?
I know she's not white per se, but I know
she's I don't know what they are.
I tell you what, Google is free.
Definitely Google, but for the longest time I thought they
were Dutch, English, and Irish. She's not. Yeah, she's basically European. She's Dutch, English, Irish, and Scottish. She's literally European.
I was like, why would y'all? But this was also like, it wasn't even like the white women that were saying it. It was some of the black women that were saying it. And I was like, so you would want to look like this person that has been cosmetically manipulate. I don't want to say that like that. Just had, cosmetic surgery. It's
modified.
Modified. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, and us as black women, we already have the certain things that other women are not blessed with. Like, if you go back in time of when there was, I forgot her name, but her body was put on display because of how big her ass and how big her I don't want to say that, big bottom, and how big her chest was. And she was put on display because she was unnormal. They didn't consider her body shape as a normal human being. So her body was put on display. I need to remember her name.
I would like to see that. I don't know who that is.
She was African. I know.
While you looking that up, though, I will say this to answer your question. Natural does work, but also healthy for me, because y'all know what my stance is. Like, I'm not perfectly healthy yet. I'm working out on that, but still, like, I'm not trying to date right now because I don't like how I look. But healthy is a thing. Now, I will say this. It goes back to that earlier comment.
Sarah Bartman. I'm sorry.
You're good. No. I was just filling in the space. It goes back to that earlier comment, though, still, of like the whole red pill space. This is where I blame the guys. So it's the guys' turn. For all you motherfuckers at home, all y'all dudes, I'm talking to y'all now. Listen, I'm not telling you gotta have abs. I ain't saying you gotta hit the gym every day if that's not what you want to do. But y'all gotta this is for the people who see this out there. Y'all gotta stop eating Cheetos and cheeseburgers and pizzas and not doing nothing and thinking y'all get the Instagram baddies. Because that is what, again, social media portrays every woman should look like. And yes, women indulge in that too. Because let's be honest, active is attractive. I'll give you that. But if y'all want that, you gotta be that more times than not. You cannot sit at home with a controller in your hand and thinking your girl gotta have the gym ass. It's not how it works. So all the people who go to them red pill spaces and shit on women for fucking like not giving you a chance and you sitting at home with the pizza face and the beer gut, shut up. Leave them fucking women alone. Shut up. Take your ass out and go to the gym and then get like they get, and then you can get mad at them when they date the Chads. Until then, stop bitching about it. Do not complain about your lack of riz because the Chad went out and put in the work. Leave him alone. Yes, he's a shitty dude, but you know what? He's gonna get the attention.
He's getting the attention.
You gotta put in that work. Guys have fault. Guys have that fault too. Yes, women's standards are a little delulu, but
a little.
They a little delulu right now.
The whole human race is delulu.
But guys have gotta stop perpetuating this idea that you deserve the cutest bitch out there on the internet and you not willing to do nothing for her.
Please don't. Yeah, please stop. That's how you just lose out on a good thing. Why would you do that?
I just want
I'm fluffy. I get the nerd.
Listen,
I just
and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? You get your nerd girls, and they might be a little more lenient for that because they have the same lifestyle as you. But like, it trips me out because there's a lot of guys who do, and they go to these spaces and they yell about these women. And I understand the standards. Like, look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That nice guy shit is dead. Like, that shit never works. Y'all gotta stop it. Like, that doesn't matter how nice you are. It doesn't matter. You gotta stop.
Who says who? Says who?
That no, you know what I mean when I say nice guy. There's the good guy and then there's the nice guy. That nice guy approach. I'm not saying be an asshole, but what I'm saying is don't think you're gonna get the cute baddie because you were nice to her. She's gonna sit here and talk to you and smile and thank you for not being a creep, and she's gonna go over to who she's attracted to. That's human nature. We can't fault people for that.
Please don't, because that shit is so unattractive. It's so unattractive. Like
Lupin, women got their turn already. This one's for the dudes. No. We gonna have the dudes hold that L because there's too many dudes doing that shit. Women got their turn. Trust me. I went off on the women earlier.
I will say, to answer your question too, Kay, I just want a woman who just loves me for me. That's it. And it don't matter what you look like. Well, okay, let me back that up.
I was about to say, because you know the universe is so funny.
It is. You're right. It is. Let me back that up.
That you said you don't care.
I want my woman to love me. I want my woman to love me for who I am, but I do have my standards on how I want you to look.
And that's okay.
There we go. Let me put it like that.
That's okay. There's people out in the world that are completely shallow, and there's people out in the world that, you know, are just, you know, they have their standards. If you're a shallow person, that's okay. That's the best part. See, I would have put blue cheese with a little bit of Tabasco sauce.
I also have people eat blue cheese. I really don't.
I love
blue cheese. Slaps though. Blue cheese slaps.
Oh my god, and the chunky.
It's the texture for me. It's the texture. But we ain't gotta. Look. See, this is how we get into food. This is how we get into food every time. We're gonna reel it back. We're gonna reel it back.
But I just want people to just like social media, especially like on Instagram and TikTok, are just it's so corrupted.
It's toxic, bro. It's toxic as hell.
So toxic. And it's like, I mean, I know that I've seen like women on there and stuff. And I'm like,
he said I'm a bitch across the multiverse.
I'm so like, they're so fucking beautiful. There's
I better leave my ranch alone, bro.
There's this, forgot what her name is, but she's so beautiful to me. And obviously she has a bunch of people that are in there and they're like, oh my god, you're so fine. But they like, you know, talk about her body type. And she's a curvaceous woman. It's like, oh, like, I just want you to sit your big. I'm like, bro, like, can you just say ass? Like, why you have to specify? Obviously, she knows she got a big ass, but damn, you ain't got to specify that shit. You ain't got to specify that. She already knows what she got. Like, you don't have to specify. You're not painting a picture because her picture is already created. So you can see it. Hello?
You seen it already.
You seen it. But just, you know, if you're fucking with someone, I know there's people that go based on looks. Again, that's okay. That's what you go based off of. People go based on personality. People go based on mindset. People go based on, you know, the intellect and insides and out. And that's okay. Everyone is completely different. But when it comes to you seeing someone and you have the fucking audacity to say something knowing damn well that this girl is probably making more than you, plus your mama and your daddy and your unborn kid times 2. You ain't got no fucking nerve to say anything about that girl. Real talk. You ain't got no fucking nerve to say nothing. You probably sleeping in your car. No offense to anybody sleeping in the car. I've slept in the car before. I even slept in the homeless shelters before. There's no problem with that. But it's just like everybody that comments on that, y'all are not millionaires. Y'all are not making 6 figures, 7, this, that, and the third.
And that's why I went off on the dudes.
Like you're bummy. Like if a female said you're bummy, you're gonna feel some type of way and be like, bitch, that's why you have crabs, but you never fucked me. So why are you feeling this way? Like
damn. I'm sorry.
No, because dudes are really like that. I'm not saying all y'all dudes, but dudes are like that.
Be like that though.
Like, and I know that you guys are sensitive beings. Like you say, like we're sensitive, but when a female comes at your neck, yeah, now you want to go sit in the corner with your fucking nose all coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We really do, because y'all be trying to come for us. Y'all need to chill. Y'all need to chill.
Hold on, listen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we may say some out of pocket shit sometimes. Y'all be going for the vitals, bro.
Okay, let me tell you this. Okay, this was in high school, so I was engaged. Okay, and there's this guy that was trying to talk to me, but the guy that I was with was currently in prison at the time. And he was really trying to get with me, and I'm like, no, I'm cool. And he's like, damn, you bad as hell. I'm like, thanks. I appreciate it. Like, when you gonna let me take you out? I'm not interested. I'm actually dating. Man, fuck that nigga in prison. First of all, don't ever say anything about my nigga. Bitch, I didn't even fucking want you anyway, you dusty ass. I'm like, nigga, and that's why you slept with your mama and your sister and got them both pregnant, you dirty ass, dick ass nigga. And then he stopped talking to me. But
was your man's really in prison though?
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Listen.
Now see, okay, now the way that Zion did the expression, and the way that you did an expression, it's completely different, because I feel like when something is brought about when someone is in prison, you guys probably jump to the conclusion of either he was in a gun possession or maybe involving drugs, and that wasn't the case. I'm just gonna say this: he was protecting someone, and he had to do what he needed to do to protect them, and that person was his mother, and that was it. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. I have several people that are in prison, and there's certain things that, at least in my family, when something happens to another family member, we do everything that we possibly can to protect him. And unfortunately, you go to prison for it.
Don't get me wrong. Listen, I wasn't judging him. It was just that I was like, you put that out there, so that means he clearly knew your man was in prison.
Exactly.
Grimy, but like.
Look,
it's just
all I heard was that you had a man. I'm just gonna leave you alone after that. You ain't have to say the prison part.
But see, that's the thing. There's not a lot of people dudes don't care about that.
You know,
but also too, a lot of females don't care about that. And I was one of those females.
Lord,
you already know I don't care.
Lord.
Like, oh man,
I was one of those females.
You got a man, that just makes it that much sweeter when I finally get in.
It's like it's a challenge.
100%.
It's a challenge. But all I gotta say, don't talk about these females, and females don't talk about these dudes, because there's some females that don't even watch their cootie cat, and they be over here smelling like fucking copper. Don't do that.
All I have to say is that polyamory is the natural order of the world, and I'm just gonna say.
I just think we've just been told, with the greatness that is the advancement of technology, we have also been spoiled to that right now movement, that instant gratification notion. So we all have these, like I said, like Lupin, I don't know if you heard it, but I got on the girls earlier. Yes, girls have their own problems that they got to work out. I don't care who started what first. I don't care what man oppressed whatever small percentage of women with 7 years ago. The people of today are not the people who did whatever. Like, if you want this kind of relationship, you have to fucking do certain things. If I want to be a millionaire, I have to do certain things. Outside of like winning the lottery, which is the exception to the rule. So for people that are dating, listen, for my nerd guys, if you want someone who's gonna sit around and be okay with you playing video games and not call you a bum for it, fucking find a gamer. She may not be the Instagram baddie, although like the Instagram girls are trying to portray that they're gamers now. I get it and I hate it, but you're gonna have to understand that the girls who are also playing 17 hours of Call of Duty with you are not gonna be at the gym for 6 of those hours.
They're not.
Facts.
They're not gonna have that, bro.
They're not.
You gotta accept that.
They just have to have a really high metabolism. My wife.
But again, I don't want to put that message out there that sends people looking for minorities. Like, it's like, could you retire off winning the lottery? Yes, you could. Is it likely? Fucking no. I don't want to send you out there to tell you to use that as a retirement plan. Go save your fucking money, put stuff into a 401k, start a seat, something more reasonable. And that's the same thing I'm trying to give as far as the dating advice. If you want certain aspects in your relationship, you're gonna have to understand that they come with certain sacrifices. Gaming and working out don't always go hand in hand if you're a heavy gamer. You know what I mean by heavy gaming? Like, you guys are fucking 4 hours plus, you're not going to typically be in a gym. I happen to be a rare exception. I by myself.
What though?
What?
When I was quote unquote heavy gaming, right? I only played 4 games. Whatever random ass RPG was out, whatever random ass shooter was out, whatever fighting game was popular at the time, in DDR.
Right. But DDR is physical though.
That is a whole workout.
That is a whole ass cardio workout.
That is a whole workout.
In it. I was in it.
That man was like swimwear in that motherfucker.
I was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I was skinny at one point.
That's a whole workout.
Bro.
But most people aren't doing that anymore. That's a small category of gamers who still imagine the small people who still play DDR.
I want to play DDR.
Version of DDR.
You know, I miss my
Just Dance. There you go.
Yeah. Even those people though, that's like I said, that's a cardio workout. So you still have to like work that into your gaming. But most people who are gaming, like people who are playing like Baldur's Gate 340, they come home from work, they're tired. They want to play their video games and go to sleep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Did you guys see the TikTok where this dude's wife set up an entire menu of snacks for him to play Baldur's Gate when he got home from work? She was like, listen, my husband works a dead-end job, but it gets the bills paid, and I want to show him I appreciate him. She did this whole menu. She labeled the prices in smooches. She bought like 7 of his favorite fucking candies. It was the cutest shit I've ever seen. She wasn't an Instagram model. She was not unattractive. Don't take that the wrong way. She was just a regular woman. She didn't have a BBL. She wasn't fucking like 2-piece bikini hot that y'all see on the internet. She was a regular woman. She was a skinny woman, yes, but still a regular everyday woman. And they were happy. He was a regular everyday fucking dude. He came in and had the biggest fucking smile on his face and fell asleep in the middle of a dialogue playing fucking Baldur's Gate because he was tired. But she set up a date for him. Those are the kind of people you need to be looking for.
That's a good way to get your coochie ate for a whole hour.
I'm saying.
It was like, bro, I gotta find that video. It was like one of the cutest videos I've ever seen.
That's a good way to get your coochie ate for a whole hour.
She bought like 7 fucking
That's
different of his favorite candies. Yeah,
that's
and she's
her
like,
person.
this candy is 2 smooches. This candy is 16 smooches. And he's like, what's my tally so far? Right now, you're up to 54 smooches. He's like, I would like to deposit my first smooch, and gave her a kiss. It was
so
adorable.
Cute.
It was adorable.
I love that.
Yeah,
That
it was
makes my
fucking
chick
adorable.
warm. Oh my god.
Those are the kind of people you need to look for, fam.
That's
what you need.
You just need to know, like, if you know what you do and what you enjoy, just find those, like, there's a person or 2 or 3 that are out there that are literally looking to just do that. What do you want to do?
If my woman ever did that, I know she's gonna be a heathen because I attract heathens. Instead of smooches, it's gonna be back shots.
God damn it, bro.
No, I think a couple years ago.
Listen, guys don't get that kind of stuff.
Listen, he got
There-
it.
It's the dude who got it. What?
Because the last relationship that he was a gamer. And he brought me back into gaming. So I would literally be like, what do you need? Well, I'm gonna do a quick Target run. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have, not breakfast, but dinner made for you and all that. And then I'd be like, you wanna just step away from, LOL and let's play a game together. We'd play Just Dance together just to get his, body up and just roll it. And then, do the bound chicka bound pound a few times. And I'd be like, hey, you can play your games. I'll be over here. And that's it. That's it.
I mean, listen, guys, look, because I know there's a lot of guys in here who definitely have the opposing view, and I understand why you have the opposing view. I'm not saying that your struggles are not real. What I am saying, though, is you're gonna have to sift through a little bit of the shit. You're gonna have to just kind of like shovel some of that out. You're gonna have to. You have to not like this. There's just the thing is, there's too many guys on the internet as a whole that are willing to drool and wet their pants over seeing a pretty face and a little bit of cleavage. And it's turned the dating world around. So you're going to have to be okay with passing up on this girl and putting yourself out there for the next one, which is another thing I got to put out there to you guys. This notion that it'll come when it comes is bullshit. Magical people don't fall out the sky, bro. You got to put yourself out there.
That'd be terrifying.
You got to get rejected.
You got to
go through and ask people out.
I'm going to actually add on to that. Add what Tutan said. And it also starts here. You need to get your mental right. You need to get your shit together here as well.
You really do.
Like, even though we was talking about physical, like money and all that good stuff, like, yeah, cool, that's fine. It starts here. It really starts here. Because if your mental is fucked up, ain't nobody gonna look at you at all.
Hurt people.
Yeah, if you walk around upset every day and in the first reaction.
If you narrow-minded, hell no.
If your first reaction to a woman is like, she didn't answer the way I wanted to, this bitch is probably waiting around for some other dude. If your brain goes there automatically, start over.
You're hurt.
Start over.
Start
I won't even say hurt, because we've also taken hurt and made it some derogatory turn.
We have, and I've definitely done that before, because
I just
did it.
Yeah, we say here as a joke, like, who hurt you? But like, jokes aside, like, hurt is not a derogatory thing. To be hurt is not a terrible thing.
You just gotta focus on yourself. Water yourself, man. Water yourself first.
Yeah, you do have to like kind of get over that, because like a few of you guys have ever asked me like, why am I still single? Simple answer: I'm not entirely looking. More recently, yes, and even now, it's still going a lot better. There's a timing issue that we have to deal with, but outside of that, it's not me getting played. It's not that she's not interested. We have to work around some events to get shit going. But for the most part, up until recently, I wasn't looking. I didn't like how I was physically. I didn't like where like my stuff. I had business stuff to deal with and still deal with, so I'm trying to focus on that.
You're focusing on yourself.
Wasn't a priority.
Yourself was a priority.
Exactly. But for those people who want to date, like people who want a family and kids, because again, kids are hit or miss for me. If I have them, great. If I don't, whatever. It's not that innate desire for me. That's why I can put dating on a back burner. Plus, guys have a little bit more time as long as you take care of yourself. But for the dudes who want families, relationships, you have to get out there. There is no magic woman who's just gonna fall in your lap. It's not gonna happen that way. Especially since most of us gamers never leave the fucking house.
I ain't gonna hold you. I feel attacked.
But it's real life, though.
It is real life,
true.
but I feel attacked.
That is
I'm
true.
sorry. Well, yeah, you're
Look,
gonna have
two
to
times. I'm gonna go out there next year, not right now.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Then just game and
Your
have
ass
fun.
outside.
But just saying, you
Hey,
can't find
Monster
them.
Hunter. Go play Monster Hunter now.
No.
You
It's
know?
the perfect reason to go outside.
Don't do that. Oh god.
No.
But yeah.
Oh wait, I
don't
see
want
what you're
people
saying.
to,
Shut up, shit.
I don't want people to feel attacked, bro. But like, it is a harsh topic, and I'm glad Kay brought it up, because it is something that, especially if we're gonna be a podcast that passes on a good message, we got to be able to like touch on some really sensitive truths. And like, whether you're guy side or girl side, man, like there's that shit that we can address on both. And y'all are gonna have to stop thinking that shit just happens or it's supposed to be magical, man. There's work that has to be put in.
Where did we get that mindset?
Right.
I still say social media. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't know exactly where it started, but I still say social media.
I never
movies and
understood.
books, movies, books, and TV shows. To be real with you,
Yeah,
Let me go back.
TV shows will definitely
because a lot of like starting. Okay,
which mindset is she talking about? I'm sorry. Which mindset is she talking about?
I'm talking about the mindset of things just falling at your
Oh yeah.
In movie, books, and TV shows because with since 2020. Since 2020, like to be honest with you, it started getting bad around 2020. It's been a thing since before then, but it got heavy around 2020 because everybody was in the house watching TV shows, reading books, and watching movies, and
they definitely did that.
And people are, and with that being said, people were starting to trying to find themselves, and people are starting to do like shadow work and stuff like that, and trying to heal their inner kid. And with that being, they mindset kind of like move to the left. Well, that's the right. Yeah. Move to the left. Move to the left. So they mind is like, oh shit would happen eventually and stuff like that. Things will happen when it happened and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna hold you. I'm kind of one of those people, but when it comes to like relationships, I don't have that mindset, but more of like this streaming and content creating. Shit would happen when it happens. That's a better mindset to have for that, but not relationships. You have to go get that shit.
Relationships and people, listen, look, Lupin.
But if you put in that work, it will happen eventually. So it also falls between relationships and content creation. If you put in that work, it will happen eventually. It might not happen when you want to, but it will eventually.
Nice guys finish last, Lupin, but dormant guys don't finish at all.
They did.
No, okay, so
say that again for the people in the back one more time, please.
So the whole nice guy thing, I want to touch on a little bit because I'm one of those nice guys. That's why when you
consider a nice guy.
So I'm gonna put myself out there. When it comes to like when me being nice, like say if I'm approaching a woman, I'm gonna be like, hey, how you doing? How's your day? And just being nice, having conversation, be respectful. She said she got a man. Okay, cool. Boyfriend. I got a boyfriend. I was like, okay, cool. That's I understand. Yeah. So, but I will let you know that you are beautiful, and that's why I came up to you. Try to talk to you. But other than that, no. But if she's like, I'm single and stuff like that, I'm just being nice. Not one of those, you bad as fuck and shit. Like I'm trying to, da da da. Like there's some niggas out here that be like, oh, you got a fat ass. I'm trying to see what that's about. Like, wait a minute, nigga, damn. Yo, hey girl.
Trying to see the turbulence. You know what I'm saying?
In that shirt.
Niggas down here have a mating call for women. They be like,
yo,
hey girl, oh, I'm like, damn nigga, what the fuck is you doing? Like, come on now. But no,
fucking ham. Oh no, god damn it.
That's not so. Her feet are so weak. But yeah, no, I don't do the cat call. I don't do that. That's what I mean about nice guy. That's what I mean about me being nice.
In that shirt, hey girl, in that shirt. In that shirt.
Listen, look, the whole nice guy thing.
That's why you ugly anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't even do that. What kind of call was that? That's what they do down here in Birmingham. They legit will go. Like if they see a girl, and what's crazy is they actually answer. Like legit. Yes, I can be like 30 miles away or something. Like I see a fine ass girl, I'm like, oh. Every woman would turn my way. Every one of them be like, oh, I'm talking about girl right there in the yellow dress down there. That shit works down here. I don't know why, but I don't do that.
But I think it's like it's a condition to, because I mean you. Not gonna lie.
Oh, here we go. Let's get it.
Not gonna lie. I have been catcalled before, and I guess it kind of all depends. It kind of all depends on my mood. Please don't do that. If you see me on the street, please don't do that. Because I'll probably give you like this glare and be like, nigga, what the fuck? Who?
Hey, girl with the curly red hair. Oh, hey.
Or I might be like,
yeah, your ass will respond to some aggression, though, okay? I ain't gonna lie to you.
I have been very,
I see how you are, and I feel like you be one of the girls who respond to some type of aggression like that.
It's just like, if you want to talk to me, can you talk to me without catcalling me? Like, I know you're probably trying to get my attention. See, now if you do something like that, the child in me will literally be like, "Are you kidding right now? You're doing this?" Now I have to talk to you because you're being stupid.
That's
what can I help you with, sir?
Now you're being childish. What do you want?
What can I help you with? Because my inner child is like, "That's hilarious." Now I'm intrigued.
See,
what can I help you with?
It's really hard for me to talk to women down here because of like the standards now. because if I come to like go to certain women the way that I just like said, a lot of them be like, oh, he too soft, he too nice, da da da. I want like he's not gonna do this, that, and the third. It's like, man, you don't even know me. I'm just trying to be respectful. But if you really get to know me, I will put you down under there respectfully.
Remember that comment?
Respectfully.
Remember that comment I made about sifting through the shit?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And this was for the buns in the chat. Sift through that shit. Listen, another thing we have, especially as guys, we got ego for days. Fuck your ego for a second. Let it rock, bro. Like, let her. Don't stop being afraid to like. Don't try to prove nothing to her. If you go up to her and you not being rude and she ain't about it, let it slide, bro. Like, let her keep pushing. Why waste your time? Why waste your time, man? Like, let her go and buy her business.
The cat calls are for the ratchets.
Yeah, the cat calls are definitely for the ratchets.
The ratchets. If you want a ratchet girl, go cat calls. Oh!
Hey, not
Ham.
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Heard it here first. Act like a child, get the girl. Okay, not too much.
Again, that's for the ratchets.
Not too much.
And I'm not talking about the woman who has a little. I'm talking about full blown gangster ratchet. That's what I'm talking about. Like sexy red ratchet. That's what I mean.
Yeah, that's ratchet.
So
my Gucci bag, my booty hole brown.
I'll just let y'all know that I pulled one of my exes by writing down my phone number and just walked up to her and was just like,
oh yeah, you definitely.
Hey, yo, you're cute. Call me later. And that's it.
Women do love the mysterious and confident motherfuckers.
That works.
Confidence. Like you didn't give her any type of like
no chance to say no or
chance
nothing
to say
like
nothing.
that.
Now she curious. Now she curious.
Right, now she's like at the game I was playing yesterday. You remember what I was telling you?
Cause she was at work, right? Like she was working. I was like, yo, you cute. Here's my number. Call me later. And I walked out. And as I was walking to get on the bus, I was like, oh my god. Like, bro.
You did the thug thing.
I'm gonna have to try that one day. I'm trying that one day.
You know what happens when you don't overthink things?
I was playing my boy in a set of Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? We were doing a 1st to 50. And I got a text message in the middle of one of the matches, and I'm like, hey, hold up. Pull out the phone. Hey, this is so-and-so from the ice cream shop. I was like,
W Riz.
Look.
Then you don't worry about it anymore. But that's what I'm saying. You got to be willing. That's what I meant by get out there, man. Like, you are going to get some no's. You are going to get some disrespect. I'm going to say this again.
That's the way to life.
You are going to get some disrespectfuls.
That's the way of life, unfortunately.
I ain't gonna hold you. It's kind of hard to do that with what Shia is talking about. It's kind of hard to do that now. The reason being, some of these women look way older than what they look like now. That's really.
I know. I look like I'm 85.
Because I ain't gonna hold you. Because I legit got a girl's number recently.
Shut up, Kay.
And well, I didn't get her number. I tried to get her number, and found out that she was 21. I was like, oh no.
Oh, where's the problem?
What do you mean is the problem? She's too young for me.
Okay. Stop.
If she's old enough to go buy you alcohol.
Wait. Hold on. Before because that was going to be the question I wanted to ask, but I was going to get into that after. I know where you're going, and I want to ask this question.
People have their own standards. Just saying.
That's fine. That's fine.
But at the same time,
I still got the question.
At the same time, I feel as though if they're old enough to buy you alcohol, it's okay.
No, she wasn't 21. She was 20. Never mind. She was 20.
Oh, then that's okay.
She was 20.
Okay, still a little questionable, but I mean, not wrong, just kind of
questionable.
Yeah.
She was too close to my sister's age. My sister's 19. Fuck no.
That's fair.
Hell no.
That's fine. So, can I ask this question? Oh no, go ahead. Ask your question. Well,
I think you're gonna phrase it the same way I was gonna phrase it. Now I kind of want to think about how I want to phrase it, Kay, because I feel like I'm gonna steal it from you.
No, because I have an additional question to the question that I was gonna ask him. So you go ahead and ask your question.
Okay. Let me just start by saying this. How do y'all feel about age gaps? Legal age gaps. I'm talking 2 consenting adults. So that way people don't get this shit confused. Mm-hmm. How do y'all feel about 2 consenting adults with an age gap of more than 5 years?
One of my homies, I don't want to call him out like that because he might come up on the podcast one of these days. One of my homies is like in his late 30s, early 40s. His partner and I don't want to say. She's like.
If it makes you feel any better for what you're about to say, most of my partners have pretty much been 7 years younger.
No. Like,
okay, at least
she's
Is
old.
it-
She is. I want to say she's in her 50s or 60s.
Okay.
Oh, reverse situation. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like,
It's giving
honestly,
guilt action.
like I said before, if they're old enough to buy me alcohol, I'm alright. You know what I'm saying? I don't think age. I was thinking about this shit earlier today. That's wild. It's so wild.
Mm-hmm. There's a reason I asked this question.
I was all like, it was a meme from back in the day, right? Of like cougars, right? And it was don't be upset if you don't find your soulmate because they probably haven't been born yet or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo.
Yep. I think I remember seeing that.
You know,
God damn.
Hell no.
Because, like, look, there are like 60, 70, 80-year-old dudes who've got these really, really, really young,
20-year-old,
loyal,
yeah.
But they're loyal. You know what I'm saying? They have all of they have their shit together. They know exactly what they want. You know, they're set. You know what I'm saying? Their relationship is not based on sex. It's based on the emotional capacity that they have for each other. So I feel as though, personally, if they're old enough to buy you alcohol, it's okay.
See, the reason it's an issue for me, again, I said it already, it's too close to my sister. I done met most of my sister's friends, and I'm just like, no, fuck no. And then it, like, that's why I like legit. My standards is 25 and up, because it's just too close to my sister. Like, cause then at that point I just see my sister's friends if they around that age, and I don't want to do that. That's weird as fuck to me.
Okay,
I know
so
this.
you say 25 and up.
Yeah.
When you hit 35, is 25 and up still going to be the limit?
No, it's gonna grow with me.
Okay. Now, the reason I asked that question is there was already a poll in the study done on this. Most men from the ages of about 18 to damn near 45 typically will date a woman between the ages of 20 to, I would say, 28, give or take.
Speak up. The music drawing you out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I said no. There was already a study done on this. So most men between the ages of like 18 to like 45 would prefer to date a woman who's between the ages of 20, and I gave it 28, but I think it was a bit lower, like 26. But I'm gonna say 28 because I don't remember the exact article that I read. So the reason I brought that to attention was I felt like Kay was going somewhere in the same thing, and I wanted to know how y'all felt about that, because I have a bit of a problem, which is also caused by social media, and I see it a lot in the older women where they complain quite vividly about men who are in their 30s dating women who are in their 20s and are calling it grooming.
Oh, please let me say something.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Because that's not what grooming means, but all right.
That's exactly not what grooming means, but I this is why I wanted to touch on it.
Yes.
Go ahead, Kay.
Thank you, Shion, for the sub.
So to add on to what Zion was saying, and also what Tutan has said, I have well, we're already pretty personal as it is. I will say I have dated someone when I was 18. I dated someone that was 26.
Okay.
When I was 25, I dated someone that was 58. So when it comes to age gaps, it's, well, you guys already know. I'm more so, it's like the looks are the second thing. It's more of like the intellect mindset and
right
where we're going from that. So
Same.
So I made it a point where I mostly obviously dated older people. It's just they're more attracted to me. That sounds really wild, but it's just like you're just very mature for your age. So that's why I get mostly mature individuals that talk to me or that I date. Anyone younger, I always avoid it. I always avoid it. I've done it before, and it was very childish to me.
Women
It was very
typically
childish.
like older men. That's a
Exactly, exactly. So it's just like it wasn't like I wasn't getting that intellect. Like I was, but I wasn't at the same time, if that makes sense. Even someone that's the same age as me, or maybe like a couple years older, like I'll still have a little bit of that intellect, but it wasn't fulfilling me, if that makes sense. With the whole grooming.
Yeah, that's literally what they're calling it.
Grooming. It's really sad because I just feel so ashamed of women and men of generations, because I feel like their minds are just literally mush, and it's very depressing to me. Do we know what grooming means? Do we know what grooming means?
Yes.
Grooming, if anybody don't know, is basically preparing somebody at a young age to be the ideal woman for that said person who is grooming, if that makes sense. I feel like it's more to it, but that's just the basis of it.
That's the gist.
Yeah, this is the gist of it. Yeah.
It's basically preparing and getting them prepared mentally for when they become dateable, essentially. For that person who's grooming them. You're training that person to be exactly what you would want them to be as a partner, despite the fact that they're not old enough to really even be dating, is what grooming is in a nutshell without getting graphic. The problem I have with this, like I said, is it's coming from a lot of our older ladies who are not happy about the fact that men who are mid-30s and up are dating women who are mid-20s. And they're calling this age gap a problem for that reason. And I take issue with this because the excuse that follows is always, well, they're still basically children. They haven't learned about themselves yet.
How do you
know?
know
When, as a society, right? I don't know when,
are
as
you
a
in the
society,
room?
we have gotten to a point. Yeah, I don't know when, like, as a society, we've gotten to a point where 18 to 24-year-old women can do OnlyFans and it's empowering, can run a business and it's empowering, can chase the bag and it's empowering. But if you date a man who's more than 7 years older than you, you're being groomed and you don't know any better. You're considered an adult by law by 18. You don't have to have every dating experience in the world just because the man who you date has more experience than you. I don't understand where this mindset comes from. It's throwing me off.
It comes from
I already fixed the Raptor.
cranky older women that's not getting the men that they want because they're more interested in younger women, and that's a you problem probably.
It goes up the bitter.
That's probably a you problem. If you're so focused on the fact that this man that you're probably interested or maybe you find highly attractive that should be dating in their actual age group, and he just decided to date 10, 20 years younger, and she is legal age, and you're considering that as grooming, that's a you problem, baby. That's a you problem.
Yes.
That's a you problem. Also, too, I need you to pick up a book.
Like,
I'm gonna need you to pick up a book and also to go into the dictionary and read what grooming actually means. Because I have dated men and women that have been groomed and they were under legal age. That, my friend, is when you have somebody that is 10 plus years older and they're still in school. Like, not college, high school, middle school. That right there is grooming. And that is an issue. And a lot of the dudes that I have talked to before, they don't see that as an issue. And maybe I feel like I'm not a dude. I don't have a penis. I have a vagina. But I can probably understand to a certain extent if a older woman catches your eye and is like, holy shit, she actually wants to like do stuff with me. I can see how that is highly intriguing and so fucking exciting, but it's the fact that you are still a child and you're letting this grown woman manipulate you into doing certain things, but it's like it's not really manipulation, I guess. Again, I'm not a dude, so I haven't had.
It depends on the
this
age
type
we're
of
talking here, though. If we're talking
like you're 14 and this woman is damn near 26, like that's what
that's grooming.
That's what I'm
What
saying.
was that?
Like it's just
It's
What was
also
that
giving
whole
pedo,
like?
you know.
it's
that-
it.
What was that whole situation where that one famous person basically bought their like 13-year-old son a hooker?
Hold
That
on,
had
I
that
know
was
exactly.
Lil Boosie.
I know it.
Fucking
Yeah,
it.
that was Lil Boosie.
Because he said he didn't want his son to be gay.
Yeah.
So he said, "Oh no," but it was more in the lines that he was talking about Dwayne Wade and Gabriella Union's daughter, who has transitioned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so he stepped, and that was on the Breakfast Club side. That's why I remember it. But he stepped in and say, like, I'm not gonna have my child be that way. If anything, I'm gonna take them to the strip club or just end up buying them a prostitute. So you'd be like, hey, I'm gonna need you to do that. First of all, I do not condone enforcing things on children, especially if it's my own child. I will literally, if my husband or my partner try to do that, I will literally insert unmentionables that I cannot say on this podcast right now to you, because you should not be forcing anything on our kids. Actually, matter of fact, now it's just my child, because now you're making it seem like our child don't have a mindset of what they're feeling like, and that's another topic that I get a little bit, a little iffy with. Obviously, everybody's mindset, everybody's comfort level is not going to be the same as mine. That's okay, but when it comes to our child, and now you're going to bring in, listen, if you're the lady of the light that up in here, you go ahead and make your money, sis or sir. You escort, you go ahead and make your money, baby, because
me and the wife have already discussed this, but when or if we have kids, we're gonna raise them gender neutral. Like, that's just the decision that we made.
Just if they
we go shopping and he's like, yeah, I want this dress. I'm like,
go ahead, do your thug
dizzle. After the podcast, brother.
Do your thug dizzle. I just feel like kids are they get to when they're able to actually make decisions, and there's a lot of things too about kids are like, they shouldn't be making their own decisions, but they have their own minds. So if they're interested in certain things and you're just like neglecting them on that, and you don't want to like talk to them about it or anything, it's just like you're not giving them that freedom. You're not giving them that freedom. So yeah, that little boozy thing was really threw me off to the extreme, just because you're inserting yourself into a whole different family that you're not understanding the whole concept about, and that's okay. But the fact that you said I would take her to a strip club and buy her a prostitute so you can turn her back to being straight is just it was just a mind.
Wait, her or him?
Well, she was still him, but she has transitioned. So she is now she. Yep, that's what she identifies as.
Yeah, I think that's definitely weird to do, and it's just really funny because we don't think about it when it's the guy who's younger, and oftentimes, granted, we are moving to a point where it's happening more and more to younger guys, younger men, and women, which is weird because it's happening a lot in schools. But we're actually starting to take more action towards that shit. But for the very longest time, it wasn't really looked at as such a bad thing when it happened to the guy, which is another reason why I don't really.
It was like a glorifying thing.
Yeah, like with the whole.
It was like, yeah,
thing,
bro,
like,
you just got. Yeah, she was this. It's like, no,
yeah, it was a glorifying thing when it was a guy, and I'm like,
sorry,
no, it's still the same. It's still wrong. They should be in jail for that because he's still a child. But that was my segue into like the whole age gap thing, because once they are legal adults, if you are able to have bills, responsibilities, and take care of your own, like, you can rent a car, you can buy alcohol, the usual adult things. Actually, take that back. If you can go to war and die for this country as an adult, whatever the fuck you decide to do that's within the law, fuck everybody else's opinion. I don't, like I said, women who can start OnlyFans, oh, that's empowering. If you want to go run a business, that's empowering. Where there are women who are fighting a war for us right now, sitting stationed out somewhere else, who joined the military at 18, maybe 20, and they're out there on the front lines with a bunch of men. Some of them don't come home. Some of them never come back. Some of them even leave children behind. If women can go die and be considered an adult for that, don't yell at a woman for dating someone.
Please don't. It's just mind your business.
Stupid to me. It's
mind
not
your
grooming.
Business.
It's not predatory. Like,
again, pick up a dictionary and read what it actually states, because you making a complete ass of yourself, and I don't like that. I don't like that for you, baby.
Big facts.
I don't like that for you. But yeah.
But yeah, was that around the area you were going, Kay?
Yeah, because I literally was gonna ask him, like, so.
I was gonna hold it, but I was like, since Kay was here already.
Yeah, that was literally, yeah, that was perfect. That was definitely perfect. Because I guess it's not like I prefer older. It's just I've always just been drawn to them, or they just seem to approach me more.
That's not a bad thing either.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
We tend to forget, like, we tend to think that, like, social morality trumps biology in some weird way in this society. And I don't know why we've moved to that, but it doesn't. Women typically like guys older than them. And that range will vary, sure. And yes, sometimes it works the other way around, but we're talking generalities. Women typically like guys older than them. Guys typically like girls younger than them. There's a whole biological aspect to that I won't get into on this podcast. That'll be another 3 hours, but there's reasons for it, and it's completely natural. We have just gotten to this point where we have started to attack, like, natural things that happen with us, and I don't know why.
Look at y'all spitting today. Talking that.
He said I ain't have no topics, huh? Let me tell you.
I was like, oh,
I said I ain't had no topics. But what's crazy is I thought of a topic, but that's gonna like TUS said, that's gonna be a whole nother hour or two if I bring this topic up. So I'm gonna make sure I write it down. So next time I
was like, write these down.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely write it down because it's about.
We can speedball it real quick, and then we'll talk about it next podcast.
It's about narcissism and the actual meaning of it.
Oh, not
narcissism.
Yeah. We can't speedball that. We cannot speedball that.
We can slightly speedball. I will say this: it's similar to what Kay said a minute ago. Look up the term narcissism.
Yes.
Stop throwing it around.
Please stop just throwing that shit around.
Look up what narcissism actually means, and stop using it as he won't let me do what I want to do.
And gaslighting. Look up those two words. Because good lord. Because people nowadays are just throwing that shit around like, do you really understand what that means?
It's like you're throwing it around like you're putting sprinkles on ice cream. Like, come on now.
And before
that is not talk about this.
And what's crazy, I just want to say this one thing and then I'll be done with it. I seen this video of this dude talking to this woman, and she was like, "You were being very you're mansplaining things to me," and he was like, "Do you know what that means?" She was like, and he was like, "Do you know what that means?" She didn't know what it meant, and she was just using a word that she didn't know what it meant. So like, why are you using a word you just don't know what it meant? You just heard it, somebody say it, and just assume that this is what it like. You don't even know what it means, so why use that word? But anyway, that's besides the point.
Charged terms. Yeah, charged terms is what we call that, or what's the other term that we use for these words?
Buzzwords.
Buzzwords is what we call them now.
I would like to argue that I don't think the word mansplaining actually fucking exists. I know I'm about to piss some ladies off with that, but I don't think that's a term. It's not a term.
You know, someone was literally telling me.
You just riled up some people for saying that.
You guys already know. Well, I'm just bringing up just a little bit.
Ruffle some feathers.
He was basically saying, sure. I'm not gonna mansplain things to you, and I literally was like, why would I need you to mansplain anything to me?
Mansplain doesn't exist.
Like, why would you say that when I have never, ever, in any type of conversation, had say, stop mansplaining things to me?
You know what?
Because it gets thrown around so much. Like, And listen, I'll say there's this. There's an explanation and there's condescension. That's where they get the term mansplaining.
Patronizing.
Yeah, and then patronizing. That mansplaining doesn't exist. Like it does. There's no gender role.
It does exist. It does exist.
No,
you want to know how it exists? Mansplaining is when you explain. Mansplaining is when you explain the male genital plane.
Hey yo,
I knew you was going. I was like, here we go.
That's
mansplaining. I can't fucking stand him. I can't fucking stand him.
I don't think mansplaining is not a term, right?
No, I agree.
No,
but
it's not.
It's one of those words or one of those terms that's like, it's the modern version of something. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, I mean, basically, what mansplaining is when, and I'm about to mansplaining what mansplaining is.
About to mansplain what's mansplaining.
Mansplain the mansplain.
It's explaining something that somebody already knows, basically.
Yeah,
that's literally what it is.
But if you think about that term, that is literally a catch fucking 22. Because here's why: if you don't know that you know about a topic, how the fuck is it, man? If I come to you, Zion, and I go, yo, or no, let's reverse the roles. If say you come to me, right, and you go, hey man, did you know in Monster Hunter you could do this, and then you give me the breakdown, knowing damn well that you haven't played with me, unless we've had that conversation prior, you can't count that as mansplaining. You're
Right.
not gonna know what I don't know unless I stop you and go, yeah, no, I actually already know that. But even then, it doesn't have to be a fucking verbal negative like thing. You know what I mean?
I have a perfect example of mansplaining. All right, this is for our gamers here. If you've ever played Pokemon Gold or Silver or Crystal, all right, at the very beginning of the game, when your mother asks you, "Do you know how to use the Pokegear?" and you say yes, and she explains to you how to use it anyway.
That's a great example.
That's a good example.
That was a great example.
That's a perfect example. Perfect.
That's a good example. But at that point, you're just being pretentious and condescending.
Yeah.
At that point.
So you just go into the Pokegear, you select the name, you click on it, and it calls for. Bitch, I'm just. I know how to use it.
Oh goddamn!
First off, I hate when games do that shit. Be like, yeah, I know how to play it. All right, so here's just how to play. Bitch, I just
told you.
I know how to play it.
Here's another example. The owl from Ocarina of Time, right? As soon as you leave the village and you read his message, and then he's just like, "Do you want me to explain to you? Do you want me to say it again?" And you do it to yourself because you're pressing A to skip through the shit, and you just one extra A press, yes, and he just goes through the whole thing again. You've done it to yourself. You just mansplain to yourself.
That's
you
crazy.
did that to yourself.
I hate that that's a term, bro. It makes my skin itch. Like I hate it.
Does it give you the ick?
Get out. Get out.
Stop it right now.
My time is up.
First off, for anybody who's new here, the reason I use that because Tuton hates that word with a passion. That's why I used it, not because I actually use that on a regular. I just use it for a joke. Look, if anybody's new here, out of everybody, I'm the jokester. I'm the somewhat comic relief out of everything. And the reason why I make jokes like this. But I do have serious moments now. Don't get me wrong. I do have serious moments.
Between him and Zion, yo.
Yeah.
It truly is.
What you mean?
You have a counter, sir.
Thank you. I was like, you got a whole counter dedicated to your out-of-pocket fuckery, don't you?
He said, "What do you mean?"
What do you mean, bro?
K is
not an out-of-pocket fuckery. Oh,
K is our local woman heathen. No, I'm just playing.
She's a heathen. We love you, Kay, but she's a heathen.
Well, all of us.
Look at that smile. Look, she knows.
We all are heathens. Which is we all have different levels of heathens and heathery. I'm just higher than all of y'all.
K is her special
The
level
Lord
of
have
her
taken
own
away.
heathenry, bro.
Lord has taken the way.
The Lord have taken the
The
wing.
Lord have taken the weight.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna call it here. Cause I gotta be somewhere. Two-Ton gotta be somewhere. And for the people who are watching on YouTube, thank y'all so much for popping in. We really appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, and comment any questions that you have.
Go ahead and add those quotes, Raptor. Go ahead and add those quotes.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a bot to do that yet.
For everyone that I may have pissed off in this podcast, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I just want y'all to.
I'm so weak. But anywho,
we need some tea.
If y'all have any topics, please leave them in the comment section. And also, our Discord will be in the description below. If you would like to join the Discord, you're more than welcome to do that. Same way with in the Twitch chat. Here's this somebody will do it. Discord. There it is. Join the Discord. You know, we got a topic section and stuff like that. We're still working on the Discord. I'm still working on the Discord, so just bear with me. I've been hella busy with editing and worrying about shit and all that good jazz, but just bear with me. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Bye YouTube.
Peace out YouTube.
YouTube.
Yes.
YouTube.
This guy.
All right. If you made it to the end, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching the whole video. If you skipped to the end, why? Why? The small announcement is we will be back in February. I don't have a set date yet. On when we'll be back, but it will be in February. We're gonna have a meeting soon. Or we already had the meeting, depending on when you watch this. If you watch this the day that it came out, we will be having a meeting soon. But if you watch this next week, we already had the meeting. So yeah. TUS Podcast is currently looking for a 5th member. It should be right here, right in this area, right here. It should be right here of what we're looking for. We are looking for extra woman for the podcast. Gotta be 21 plus and have Sundays mostly open. So you know, because we do our podcast on Sundays, and we release I try to put out the videos on Wednesdays. Sometimes it might be Thursdays, just depending on what's going on. But most of the times it's on Wednesdays. So if you're interested, or you know somebody who might be interested, please hit up us up on Twitter or our email. It should be all right there at the very bottom. So yeah, that's basically about it. I really do appreciate y'all, all the love and support that we got so far. Next season is gonna be fire. It's gonna be dope. This is what the media is gonna be about. A few changes gonna happen. But we was trying to get our feet wet and to, like, figure out everything on the first season. We kind of got the basis of how we're gonna do everything. So next season is gonna be dope. So I really do appreciate y'all. And I look forward to seeing how much we grow next season / next year. So again, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. See y'all in February. Peace.